Thank you very much, Olive. And of course, Joe, good to see you both again this morning.
That's right.
And I actually loved your Met Gala look.
Oh yeah. I know you like that. I know.
You should have told us it was designed by some French designer.
Oh, it was designed by Pierre-Emerick Abiron.
You ruled the R perfectly.
Good to see you both. And of course, let's begin outside Africa. In Russia, that's definitely made news across the world in the last 2-3 months. Efforts to evacuate more civilians from devastated Ukrainian port city of Mariupol ran into delays on Monday, and hundreds of people remain trapped in the Azovstal steelworks, the last stronghold of resistance to the Russian siege. It was not immediately clear what was causing the holdup, and the city officials said earlier that Russian forces had on Sunday resumed shelling the plant after a convoy of buses had left. The plight of civilians trapped in Mariupol, which endured weeks of bombardment before Russian forces captured most of it, has been a focus of humanitarian concern as the war has ground on into a third month. The siege of the city since the early days of the war has trapped civilians with scarce access to food, water, medicine, and electricity. And it's not a very, very beautiful picture that has been painted of that city since the war began. And of course, still talking Russia, Israel has slammed Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov over unforgivable comments about Nazism and anti-Jewism, including suggestions that Adolf Hitler had Jewish roots, and demanded an apology immediately from Moscow. Summoning the Russian ambassador on Monday for clarifications, Israel said the remarks blamed Jews for their own murder in the Holocaust. Israel has sought to walk a fine line between Moscow and Kiev since Russia invaded Ukraine on the 24th of February. Moscow describes its actions as a special military operation and says it wants to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine. And while Israel has sent humanitarian aid to Ukraine and expressed support for its people, the government has been measured in its criticism of Russia and has not joined international sanctions against it. And of course, that's all we have from news outside the continent of Africa. Back to you, Joe and Olive. Most of what everyone is talking about here is just waiting for the crisis to be over and the war to end, regardless of whatever side people choose to take. Israel has taken, or has not taken a side. I think the same thing with India. They've chosen to stay in the middle, but most importantly, all the bloodshed and all the war just needs to come to an end.
Indeed, it does need to come to an end, because at the end of the day, in African parlance, we say that when two elephants fight, the grass suffers, and there are lots of people who are suffering as a result of the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. But thank you very much, Sergey, for bringing us updates from outside Africa. We'll see you again.
Always a pleasure.